outside.
We are so excited to have Adam Hayes, Special Olympics Maryland athlete, helping us out today about learning to make better selfie videos. And helping Adam is Jose Moreno from Special Olympics Illinois. And I know we've got an athlete from Maryland helping with the Android stuff, but I'll let Adam and Jose take it over and introduce themselves a little bit more. Take it away, guys.
Well, hey guys. Yeah, as Karen said, my name is Adam Hayes, and I'm a Special Olympics athlete leader from Frederick, Maryland. I've been competing for 25 years, and I currently uh, um, uh, uh, compete in 5 sports, cycling being my favorite. Um, I also work part time for Special Olympics Maryland in the athlete leadership department, where I create small videos, and I help teach courses within our athlete leadership department. Um, that Special Olympics, just like all of you, has really helped me be more confident in who I can, and lets me share all of my video knowledge that I'm going to try to share today as we talk about smartphones with filming with your smartphone. Uh, but first, let me introduce Jose. Go ahead, Jose.
Sure. My name's Jose Moreno. I'm a Special Olympic athlete and athlete leader from Illinois. Um, let's see. I'm the athlete liaison for Special Olympics Illinois for Torchman. Um, like I've dealt with phones before. I used to work for Sprint, so I know a lot of cell phone technology, and the video one-on-one video that you guys are going to take this course. It's going to be really interesting, and you guys are going to learn a lot from me and Adam. So that's it.
Yep. Thanks, Jose. And so uh, uh, let's kind of get started today's with today's uh, um, presentation. So um, uh, one of one of the stories that has meaning to me is something that is a short piece that was put together back at our 2020 uh, polar bear plunge just before the pandemic began. Let me share this short video with you. Take a look.
Special Olympics has taught me to be more confident, independent, has given me the chance to travel all over the world, and just given me the ability to show that my intellectual disability does not define me. It's important that the world knows that Special Olympics we're not just a sport organization, but we're also a movement to change the world that showing people with intellectual disabilities are great people like anybody else. And I just want to be part of that and share in the accomplishments of both myself and my fellow athletes. The inclusion revolution all starts at just saying hello to someone with an intellectual disability, inviting them to hang out with you, to become their friend. And when you include them into an activity, you change the lives of both either a person with or without intellectual disability, and see that we're like anybody else. And I just want to continue leading the way into a world where everybody is included into our society, into any activity out there.
That's all I need.
So that wasn't filmed with a phone camera, but it was something that really meant a lot to me because it told the story, told my story, and helped promote it, Special Olympics for the event that we were doing. Today, I want to today though we're going to be talking about uh, using your smartphone to film with uh, to film, and it has a camera inside of it. First off, let me just ask, uh, um, how many of you have smartphones? Uh,
Stacy,
Okay, cool. So if you can raise your hand, uh, let me know, what do you use your phone's camera for? Uh, we can um, if Stacy, sounds like you have a iPhone. What do you use your phone's camera for?
I have a Samsung
Mm-hmm.
and I use it to take pictures of family and that, but I haven't quite used it yet for videos.
Okay. Um, let's see. Eric, what do you use your phone for?
I use it for like Instagram, Facebook, any social media or photos or
Okay, thanks. And let's see, Alex, what do you use your phone for?
Videos, photos, stuff like that.
Okay. So yeah, those are some cool different examples of using your phone's camera. But what else do you think you could use your phone for, to outside of just filming or anything like that? There's a couple of different cool things. Like, you could use it as a mirror. You could use it as a pair of glasses. You could use it as binoculars. You could use it to scan documents, or you could use it to deposit a check. What else do you think you could use your phone for? Uh, it let's see. Alex says searching high places. Yep. Uh, Anybody else have any ideas of no?
Using it as a flashlight.
Yep, you could use it as a flashlight. No. Anybody else?
You can also use it for pretty much other things like download make an appointment for your animals if you have animals, or play games on your phone and other things.
Great, yeah. And
Oh,
I see
like a calendar or a
calendar.
timer?
Yep,
Like a timer?
that's a good idea. Yeah.
Kenzie
Make a
said
collage
to
and
music.
check the Special Olympic, go to Special Olympic app as well.
Yep, Tim. And who else said something?
Kenzie said just music on your iPhone.
Yep, that's another idea. Yeah. So uh um so let's before I move on any further, Karen has a poll that I want you to answer to see who has what type of phone. So go ahead and answer that for her. Let's see. Looks like iPhone's in the lead. Karen, let me know when you think everyone's voted. I guess give it another 10 seconds, I guess. Yeah.
We got 19 out of 24, Adam.
I think that's enough. Yeah. So looks like about 74% has an Apple iPhone, and the other 26% has an Android. Like today we're going to focus mostly on iPhones, but Jose is going to also share some things with Androids too, so that we can have participation from both sets of phones. So if you have any questions, just let us know. Let's move on. So um, so when I got my first iPhone 6 years ago, I quickly recognized that that of the devices of the device on the device was its camera, because for the first time ever, I had a camera that was always in my pocket. Gone were the days that when I wished I had my big camera with me. So sorry, where did it go? There we go. So the camera on your phone is just like any other camera. It's a tool, and it is a tool that you can that can be used to take both poor and amazing videos and photos. The content of your videos and photos is more important than the camera you use. You don't need talent for taking incredible mobile photos and making great videos, though we're mainly going to be focusing on videos, but your phone can do a lot of really incredible things like that. So what is the camera's lens and microphone? Where is the camera's lens and microphone? For if you have an Apple device, you can find your camera on the front, along with the front microphone, or you can find your camera on the back with the microphone, and there's a little light. The light is only shown is only there on the back. There unfortunately there's no nothing for you on the front, and on the bottom of the phone is where your microphones are, with those little dots. You also have your charging port, so that's where you can you can get your sound from. Jose, is there do you have any tips for Androids of where they could find theirs?
I believe let me see, their phone and their microphone or their camera. And
For both, yeah.
For both?
Microphone and camera.
All right. Usually on an Android, the microphone's always at the bottom, and then you have one by the camera hole. And with the newer Androids, you always have 3 cameras usually. It depends on the Androids that you get. I don't have a model to show you, but I could explain it to you guys. Um, and then there's a microphone at the bottom. But if you want to take a picture, you usually have, depending on your home screen, it's usually in the front, or you usually have it like on the title bar at the bottom, and then you just click it from there.
Thanks. If you've been taking videos or photos for a while now, you've probably had times where you wish you had a big camera with you, and you've probably missed a lot of great videos, photos or videos. And often when that moment is gone, it's gone forever, and there's nothing you can do to recreate it. This is a problem I was facing all the time. There were often beautiful things or unique moments that I wanted to capture, and it seemed like my camera was never there when I needed it most. And that's probably true because my camera didn't leave my shelf on most days, my actual big camera. So that's why I had that's why I was glad to have my my phone camera with me. I wanted to do more filming, but it just wasn't practical to carry a camera around with me at all times. And that's not to mention the lenses, the tripods, and all of the other heavy equipment. So that's why it's great to have where you see those for your to film just on your camera alone. Um, uh, but like Jose said, your camera lens and microphone are located on those other sides, and but if you have any other trouble locating that, let us know. Next up, excuse me. Where are we at? Next up, so types of videos. No. So one type of video that you can do, or obviously you can do regular videos. You can do why is this not giving me what I was looking for? Yeah, you can do GIFs, which are a series of pictures. You can do boomerangs, but only on Instagram, which are short repeating videos. Go ahead. So how many of you know what selfie videos are, by the way?
A selfie video is where you pretty much take a video of yourself and you talk right into the video.
Exactly. Yes. So
Just like taking a selfie.
Yep. So you always want to have the camera. You're always having it face towards you. But with a selfie video, you do exactly what you said. Go ahead and move it forward. Selfie videos are a great way to stay personal and connect it with your audience. You can describe your thoughts on the camera. So basically, how you guys were just saying that. It's a great way to film yourself without having to worry about turning the camera around when you can't see yourself. Okay, go ahead and move forward. And most of the time, when you want to film your selfie video, you want to have it facing horizontally. We'll go over that in a little bit, but it's the best part about this is that you want to just have it look like it's like your television screen. Again, we'll go over that again, but go ahead and forward for me. So here's some mobile video. Here's what I'm going to talk about in this section. Cleaning the lens for crystal clear video, we're going to talk about recording the phone horizontally, like I said earlier. We're going to talk about keeping your camera steady for sharp, shake-free shots. Say that 5 times fast. Lighting. We're going to talk about audio, exposure, and focus to ensure your subject is always clear and sharp. We're going to talk about using the rule of thirds to compose beautiful mobile video. We're going to talk about how you should only zoom when it's necessary with your iPhone's telephoto lens, or just your phone's telephoto lens in general. We're going to experiment with different shooting modes. So let's go ahead and move forward. So cleaning your lens for crystal clear photos and videos. Now, how many of you have sometimes accidentally put your finger over top of your camera and found that there might be a little smudge mark?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I have sometimes, not all the time.
what was that?
I said I have, but not all the time.
Yeah.
I'm very good cleaning it with the camera wide.
Right. So um so also I'm just kind of curious, how much time do you think you use your phone in general?
I use my phone all the time.
How about anyone else? How much do you think you use your phone? One of you can unmute.
I use mine all the time, and I got a question.
Sure.
How do you I get a lot of, like, I can be in a conversation with people and my phone will drop the call. Like right now, it just dropped me out of the Zoom meeting and I had to relog back in.
Okay, I'm not we can talk about that after the class. I'm not really going to be focusing on that today, but we'll and Karen also can help you too. So so hang in there. We'll figure that out for you.
Okay.
So anyway, when you use your mobile phone, did you know that your mobile phone spends a lot of time in your hands, your purse, or your pocket? As a result, the camera's lens can get covered in dirt, dust, and fingerprints. A dirty lens will leave smudges, blurs, or dust spots on your video camera. So for beautifully clear and sharp video, make sure that you clean your phone's lens regularly. The best thing I would suggest is to have a soft cloth that you might have, like a lint-free cloth, maybe that you use to wipe your glasses with. Those are the best type of cloths to use to help take away any smudges, and you can also gently wipe your lens even with your t-shirt. If you've been shooting at the beach or in dusty conditions, blow on the lens first. This will remove any sand or dust that may scratch the lens. And cleaning the lens might seem obvious, but most people don't remember to do it. So get in the habit of cleaning your phone's lens. It'll make your images much better. So let's move on. we're now going to talk about landscape and portrait mode. So can one of you, for me, define what landscape or portrait mode is? What do you think that might mean? What does landscape mean, you think?
Landscape means sideways, and the portrait means up and down.
Exactly. Uh, landscape or horizontal is left to right. Most landscapes are shot horizontally, and most portraits are shot or video are shot in vertical. Architectural buildings, architecture like buildings and sports are pretty evenly mixed on horizontal and vertical. But but for video, my best suggestion is to always film horizontally, which is holding your camera like you see on a TV screen, where it's left to right in your hand, rather than holding it in your hand going up and down. That if you hold your hand vertically, I call that vertical video syndrome. So, vertical video syndrome is when you always just instantly think about holding your hand, bringing your phone up just like it's a phone, right, and filming it this way rather than filming it like you see on a TV screen, left to right. Um, when you film vertically, you might see black bars on either side of the screen, and when you film horizontally, you're going to more shows up on the screen of the image. So my suggestion is to always remember, hold your phone horizontally or left to right. That will make much more of the screen visible when you want to film your stuff. Okay. And so we kind of talked about this already, but yeah, computer. So some ways you can kind of remember is computer monitors are horizontal, televisions are horizontal, even websites all have landscape orientation displays. You won't expect to go to the cinema either and see the screen turned on its side. We live in a widescreen world. Although there are apps that can counter this, do the world and yourself a favor by turning your phone on its side and recording horizontal footage. It'll make you and everyone around you much more happy. So next up, we'll share. Let's share this video. This was filmed. This video was shot vertically, up and down. That is why you will see the black bars on the screen.
Good evening. I am excited to be here tonight for the Summer Games tribute park reception. My name is Ben Simpson. I am an athlete and a global messenger for Special Olympics Illinois.
Okay, so yeah, so as you saw, it can those black bars on the side, they can be very distracting. How many of you found that really really distracting?
I do.
Yeah, so
I do too.
uh, So that's why you want to.
I do
as you can
too.
see,
I do too, and you don't get the whole video get chopped off.
exactly.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
Sometimes when I watch YouTube videos, it gets distracting if there's a vertical
Yeah.
video.
So that's my suggestion is to always hold your phone horizontally or left to right. That'll fill the whole screen, unlike you see there. Okay, let's move on. So now we're going to talk about stabilizing your phone or making sure it doesn't shake. Some examples of some examples of stationary objects that you can use to help you to stabilize or rest your phone are on things like boxes, a stack of books, a windowsill, or lean it against a wall, or even lean yourself against a wall as best as you can. If you're holding your phone to film a selfie, use something like a pop socket. I don't have that on my phone, unfortunately, but it's basically something that will stick on your phone, and like you kind of see there, and you can kind of hold your phone steady when you want to film yourself or film anything else in your hand, and it won't look as shaky. So next, we're going to talk about keeping your uh, uh, keeping your camera steady for sharp, shake-free shots. You can use your here are a few tips and tricks for keeping your phone steady when you don't have a tripod. We'll talk a little bit about a tripod in a little bit, but you can rest your phone on a solid surface, such as a wall or a rock, like we talked about earlier. You can hold your phone with both hands, making sure that you have a good tight grip. You can lean against a wall or a tree to steady your body. Position your elbow against your body to keep your arm steady. I do that even with my regular camera because if I don't have anything around, that's going to really help stabilize your shot. You just want to kind of put your elbows as best you can on your stomach, and you can keep your video as steady as possible. Your phone. You can crouch down and rest your phone on your knee, or you can just do whatever you can just to keep your phone as steady as possible, especially when shooting in low light. Again, we'll talk about low light a little bit later, but you can kind of already see right there on the side where there's it's kind of blurry because you're shaking your phone, and you don't really want to do that. That's going to really when you're filming, it's just going to make it distracting and might mess up your shot. So, go ahead.
I do have a question though.
Yeah.
If someone if someone had a phone to hold on your hands, it might get too shaky. If you have a phone stand, maybe that if you can use your tripod or anything, or you can just use your tablet like I have right now.
Yeah, exactly. So so you're actually jumping right ahead because we're about to talk about some ways to keep your camera steady. Um, you can use, like I said, you could use a tripod, which is basically a stand with 3 legs at the bottom. Go
I
ahead.
love the fact that you can rest your tablet on a stand. I've
Yeah.
never seen that before.
Yeah, so you can you can actually stabilize your footage by using these types of types of things to help help your stabilize. I have, as you can see on the left there, you have these kind of stands or tripods that can curl up and you can actually put them anywhere. I sometimes put them like on a tree branch, or you can put them on a pole or anything like that. That type of tripod's pretty cool. And you can even hold it to steady your shots if you're holding in your hands. You can use even taller tripod to help with your um, iPad. Those can be used. Those are like light stands, but they can be light, really light. And then you can use your traditional tripod, something like I have that I use for my regular cameras, but you can also use that for your phone. They can be really light, but just as a reminder, the better the type of tripods that you have, the more expensive they can be. Using a go ahead. Using a tripod to stabilize your footage really helps with creating professional video. You can also use a stack of books if you need to, and prop your phone with something. Amazon, if you go onto the website, Amazon, not to be confused with the rainforest. Amazon, if you go on Amazon and type in phone stands or phone tripods, really inexpensive and higher end tripods can you can find there. You can there are even stands for your lights. We're going to talk a little bit about lights in a little bit, but those are some of the different types of stands that you can find even on Amazon, which is really makes things easier.
Adam,
Yes.
Jason gave me this nice tripod. Is Jason on the call? I want to say thank you for Jason give me this tripod.
I think he is. So yeah. But yeah, no, those are really good tripods. So just like David was showing there. So let's move on to some lighting tips when you're filming. When you're doing lighting, don't stumble. My advice is not to stumble into bad lighting. Avoid spotlights and other types of sources that may throw off the exposure. We'll talk a little bit about exposure in a bit, but make sure that there isn't a bright light, bright window behind you. And if there is, the best part is to stand in front of the window. Again, we'll talk a little bit more about that, and that because having lighting in front of you will always make you brighter. So let's talk about some different types of lighting, like outside. When you're outside, you want to lighting is a really good source to use, free and accessible for almost everyone. And can anyone give me an idea outside what type of what's the main type of lighting that you could use to help?
I can't.
Go ahead.
The
The
beam.
sky.
Say that again.
The sky.
But what
sun.
what in the sky can be used to help? Like
sun.
The sun. Yep.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So the lighting.
Clouds.
Go ahead. What?
The clouds.
Almost, but was said, the sun is the best thing to use for natural lighting. And I always suggest to film it if you can in the middle of the day, because the sun is at its highest, or around 2 o'clock because the sun's more at an angle. Lighting.
A moon.
The moon, yeah. If you can find a decent area that's well lit, but it's really dark when the light when you're obviously at nighttime. So when you have the sun behind you, natural lighting looks great in almost every.
Or what about when the sun is starting to set?
Well, that's where you would you kind of would try to find other types of lights. I'll give you. I'll let you know here in a few minutes. But
That was starting to set.
Yeah. So you always want to have the light as best as you can. If you can, you want to have the sun or a type of light in front of you, so that you can it's lighting you the best way as possible. All you want to do is face towards the sun or a window for great natural light. Never have the window behind the subject or yourself, though, or else you may be left like a silhouette. Basically, you'll be really, really dark. So, but also, if you do use lighting, even on the inside, make sure that your subject or yourself isn't too backlit. What I mean by that is don't make sure that you find an area that is lit, but not too much, because the more light that's behind you, the darker you will be. So let's move on to audio. For those of you that may be kind of curious about audio, always make sure when you're doing when you're filming with your camera to be somewhere quiet for clean audio. Be close to the microphone, no less than 3 feet away, and get the mic. Get a mic for your phone. Give some. The best part of having clean audio is it won't sound all gravelly. And if you have your phone too close to you, then you may have really what's called distorted audio, which really makes it tough. I think, Jose, sometimes do you experience that with what you do?
Yes, that's correct, Adam. I do experience different audio, a lot of staticky, but like Adam says, you should always have good lavalier mics, or these are inexpensive lavalier mics. This is inexpensive lavalier mics that I got on Amazon. Cost like $11, and it's 2, so you can put one for your guests and one for yourself. And then you would also need an adapter, and this is a lightning cable for iPhones, which you connect it to the bottom of your iPhone, which I have right here. You would just connect it to the bottom, and this I found on Amazon for like $6 or $8.
Oh, good to know.
And then
That's great to know.
and then you go like this, and you can also charge your
Right.
phone at the same time.
Yeah.
So
Well,
there you go. There you clip the two audio cables. I mean the two microphones together. You can have one for your for you and one for your guests. And then you just start recording from there. But also a good thing is a handheld tripod, like Adam said, or just a general tripod where you can carry around and film. So yeah.
yes. So as Jose said, yeah, as you can see up on the screen, those are different types of microphones for your phone. A lavalier, as Jose was saying, basically clips to your lapel or your shirt, your collar of your shirt. You got a shotgun, shotgun mic, which is kind of like a big stick, which gives for can give more range to your talking to your subject. And then you have something called then obviously, as Jose was saying, you have your handheld mic, and you have something called omnidirectional, basically meaning either side of the mic, which you can kind of see up there on the in the right, which kind of gives you surround sound, but still gives you better quality video. And and yeah, they're very there can be very inexpensive types of audio or microphones that you can use just for your phone.
How we take care of these kind of microphones?
What was that again?
I said, how you take care of these kind of microphones that we should buy?
Well, these type of microphones, you can they actually, some of them may come in pouches, and that's where I would recommend to keep your microphone in a soft pouch, because you don't know, you might accidentally drop it, and
Hey, Adam. Question for you.
so these types of microphones, they can actually plug right into your phone. Some of if you have an iPhone, there's those lightning connectors that you can just plug right in, or if you have an Android, they have these little jacks that you can actually like plug right into your earphone jack, and they'll work for your phones. And if they do come in those earphone type jack type things, then there are adapters that you can use to plug right in your iPhone. So those are types of audio. Let's move on to exposure and focus. With exposure and focus, you want to set the focus point manually. So when I say setting the focus point, that's your subject, the person you're looking at, or the object you're looking at, and you want to kind of tap on the screen to set the focus point manually. so that you don't have to worry about losing focus. You want to compose your shot, then tap on the screen when you want to set focus. Like I said, and when I say compose, I mean create your shot. That's the basic way of what compose means. You'll see a yellow box that will appear to indicate or let you know the focus point, or what's called an after exposure or focus square. All you need to do is hold down the square and hold down the square, and it will focus right on your subject when you tap on it. And now just all and then it'll lock it in, and all you need to do is just press the record button to take your video. The area that you set your focus on will appear crisp and sharp. It basically, whatever you do, it'll just keep it clear and good. That's because the camera's autofocus doesn't always focus where you want it to. So when you set the focus, you just tap that. Anything in front or behind the focus point may appear out of focus. That's called depth of field, by the way. Setting the focus is one of the best mobile photography or videography tips you can learn. It's simple to set focus and will result in a sharp video that will just basically make your viewer like, wow, man, this is really, really cool. So let's move on next to something I like to call as the rule of thirds. The rule of thirds, if some of you may or may not know, basically means that you should position your most important elements or your subject off center rather than in the middle of the frame. This creates photos or videos that are really, really cool and will make your viewer like, wow, this is really professional. Luckily, the iPhone camera has a handy tool that can help you compose, there's that word again, using the rule of thirds. So what is this tool? It's called Camera Grid. As you can see up on screen, when you're filming, where do you, let me get a volunteer. Where do you see the ocean right now? The skyline?
In the middle.
Right,
And right in the middle. And what
part of, where do you see the beginning of the ocean, like the really far point? Which line is that?
This line right here, between the sunset rising down and the ocean and the birds.
Yep, exactly. So the bottom line there. That's the rule of thirds. You're basically keeping it at the bottom three squares there. Or
it also said you a grid also is a point where you can set a timer as well, like 3 second or 10 second.
Exactly.
Depending on where you want it.
Yep. So, and also, if you were to take photos, you can see how that what's it called, the lighthouse there is kind of off center in that using that left line there. So that just makes it more visually pleasing because you want to, it'll make your shots just really, really cool. And it's basically called the camera grid. So how do you set this on? All you need to do is go into your camera's main menu or their general settings, and then you can see there's a area that shows you want to tap grid. If you have an iPhone, you can kind of follow along right there where that is. Jose, do you know where they can find it on like an Android?
You will find it under your settings, under your camera
I know.
settings.
So we
You
would.
asked me to turn on the.
As soon as I said it, it came up.
There you go. Awesome.
I have it on mine on right now, and I have an Android.
Yeah. So.
Oh,
Me too.
So did everyone find it? Cool.
Yes.
Good. So yeah, these will make your it'll make your scene just really nice, and you can use central what's known as a composition to create just really your scene very symmetrical, meaning it may look the same on either side, so
Is it layouts or what am I looking at underneath settings on Android?
Jose.
It would have to be camera grid or grid. Same
Camera
thing.
grid?
Yeah, it says turn on grid lines or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So so let me know when everybody thinks that they found it.
I already found it a while
Good.
back, so.
Okay.
I already took a picture with the grid lines already, so.
Awesome.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet. I'm looking. Because I have display, wallpaper, themes, home screen, lock, bionic, privacy, location, Google service, accounts, backup, advanced features.
Okay. Jose, do you want to kind of help her find it like in the chat or something like that?
Yeah, that's fine. Stacy, just message me in the chat and I'll help you.
Okay. So when we get back to so now let's go to our before we do our grid, let's see, now let's do a grid line exercise. I want you to take a 30-second video using the skills we've just discussed by keeping keeping it steady by holding your arms close to your chest, or lean on a wall or table, or find something around your house, probably something close for yourself. And remember to use the rule of thirds with your video, and to video an object using a rule of thirds. So let's take a few moments to do that. Karen, you think like probably about 2 or?
Yeah, since we've hit the 5:32 mark, Adam, maybe we'll just keep moving and then that could be part of that last activity.
Sure, sure. Okay. So let's move on to our next part. Extreme close up, medium, and long shots. Selfie videos cannot zoom, so that's probably not that won't really help. But for those of you wondering what that might be, those are extreme close-up means like really close to your face, like talking like maybe your eyes or something like that. Close-up is more of like your face. A medium shot is thought to be like you kind of see with the athlete up on screen, or even more on your at your waist. And long shots are basically like, let's say if you were filming an entire building or the entire person. So just make sure that you with full body shots, you can see the scene and the outfit. Like I said, with a close-up, you can see the emotion on the face of the subject. There are different ways to compose your shots. Make sure you experiment with different views. The less you use the zoom function, the better. So just as best as you can, don't use the zoom function, especially when you're filming. When you're filming yourself, you won't have to worry about that. But when you're filming anything else, just do your best to not film yourself. So let's move on to video settings. So as you can see up there on the screen, there are different types of video settings that you can you use when you go into your settings in your video, in your general, or within your phone. All you would need to search is video, and that'll pop up. There are types of settings like 720p HD, 1080p HD filmed at 30 seconds, 1080 HD at 60 seconds, 4K, and so on. A minute of video will basically be about 40 megabytes with 720p HD at 30 frames per second. And that's what I always suggest you try to do, because it's a space saver. Because depending on your phone, you may not have that much space, or you may have tons. So then it keeps going up. And these are just basically all the better, the more, the better quality footage, the better it'll be, but you'll also use up a lot of space. So you just want to keep an eye on that. Okay, let's go ahead. So next up, let's talk about improving your camera presence. Now that we've talked about your video, doing things with your videos, preparation. You would need to structure your presentation, meaning make sure that it looks great, you always want to engage with your audience. So let's say if you were doing your Zooming or you're doing your selfie, you always want to kind of maybe ask them a question or act like you're talking to them. And you want to do your best to fight fatigue. You might have, you don't want to be really tired when you're filming. Physician, you want to find your frame, doing the best you can, just of holding the, like we talked about with using the rule of thirds. You want to keep your eyes up and always looking at this at your camera. And again, with presentation, you just want to boost your energy as best as you can and show your personality. Have a smile on your face. So those are some different tips of how you can improve your on camera presence. Okay, let's move on. Let's see here. Okay, Karen.
Yeah, this one's just about looking right at the camera. Instead of looking down like you're looking down at a pet or an animal, it's really important to look like you're talking to someone on the other side of your camera. So when you prop your camera up on something, try and do it so that it's eye level with you and it's not up at the ceiling or down at the ground. That's what that one is.
Yep. So remember, your videos should be inclusive, meaning you always want to make your video, you want to be able to show maybe other athletes like yourself in it, or maybe a unified partner, something in Special Olympics. You always want to make them joyful. You can make them inspirational by showing something really cool that you did that people think you didn't know you did. You want to make them authentic. Just something that's all about Special Olympics. You might want to make your video showing something of you being determined. Or you might want to make your video of something you're really brave at or courageous. So those are different ways that you can that your videos should always be. So now let's go into the video assignment. First, I want you to take a horizontal selfie video, and then for 1 minute, I want you to introduce yourself or do an elevator speech. You could do a thank you to the law enforcement torch run. You could explain a sports skill, or you could share a health tip. Karen, do we want them to go ahead and do that right now?
I think they could do this on their own. Adam, you did a fantastic job of really giving some great tips on using videos. And the idea now is that everybody can take these ideas and create a video using all of those fantastic tips that Adam gave about how and where to center yourself, how to be enthusiastic, have your message points, about your lighting, about distractions and noise in the background. So this is just a fun little assignment that we came up with that we thought you guys might enjoy doing, and we'd like to take them and post them on the Athlete Leadership Facebook page as we get them. So if you have another topic outside of the ones that are suggested, feel free to bring it in. We really just want to see a selfie video of you guys utilizing all of those great tips that Adam gave us today. Anybody have any questions?
No.
I just want to say thank you. Thank you for
Thank goes out to
everything
goes
on
out for me.
Zoom with us.
Yeah.
You got it, Katie.
Thank goes out for me.
Yep,
Thank you.
absolutely, Ryan. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Adam.
Thank you
I
guys
know
for
I
inviting
learned.
me.
Thank you for your time, Adam. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it.
So if
Thank you, Adam.
No
If you
problem.
want to email it to me, I will put my email address in the chat. And then we'll be able to share those on our Facebook page.
I hope you guys take some great video. And remember, always hold your phone like this.
I know.
And if you need help, I'm always willing to help you out.
Yep, Jose is there for you. So
So yeah, hold your phone like this. Do not hold it like this.
remember, hold it like that. Yep. So, all right.
Did you
I'm
guys
so
have
used
fun?
to-
Did we learn new stuff today?
Yeah, I'm so
Yes.
used to
Yeah.
holding my phone like this vertically, but
Right. And that's okay to do if you're like maybe taking photos or something like that.
Mhm.
But always remember, hold your when you're doing video, just try to hold it like that. So yeah. All right.
Well, thanks again, Adam. You're a rock star. We really
You got it,
appreciate
Karen.
your time and your talent and expertise today. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Mm.
Thank you for inviting me, guys.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Everybody have a great night. We'll see you next time. Let's
Yep.
see those
Right.
videos.
actually, I'll see you in an hour, less than an hour, Karen, again.